Hi everyone. For this week's assignment, we'll be talking about water and water balance. So let's dive in. My name is Erna and I'm gonna be talking about water balance. So water is very important in all human aspects of life. Did you know that about 60% of the human body is made out of water? Water is essential in all aspects of human life. Technically, one cannot survive without water. You know, in an article written by U.S. Geological Survey in 2019, it talked about the different portions and different ways in which water is being saved in the human body. Today, in this video, we're going to look at um, the functions of water in our body and what it does, how much water one is supposed to consume, and how to drink water effectively, and how beverages and other drinks have influenced the function of water in our body. So, the function of water in the body. Water plays a very important role in the human body. As I earlier mentioned, water makes up 60% of an adult human being's weight. According to the USGS, into an article written in 2019, um, the human brain contains about 80% of water, and the lungs contain 63% of water, and the human heart is composed of 73% of water. Water is essential in moving the body internal organs. Water is also important in maintaining and regulating the body temperature. In water helps us process sweat. In when our body is too heated, it makes us sweat out, and this regulates the internal body temperature. We also use water in breathing, like when we breathe in and out. When we breathe in water, the water in us humidifies the water that we breathe out as vapor. Water also it helps in flushing out the system, our body system, like how we urinate through the process of urination. The kidney filters all the water we drink and absorb the mineral that is necessary for the body functions, and we send out the unwanted waste through urination. Water also helps in drawing in lubricating our joints. It also like the synovial fluid that is in between our joints that helps the bones not to be on top of each other. We also use water in producing saliva and for our eyeballs to function properly. It also helps our brain and spinal cord as a shock absorber. And also for pregnant women, water plays a very vital part, like the maintaining the shock absorb from so the fetus can be safe in the stomach. All right, so we're gonna talk about the amount of water an average adult is supposed to consume. According to the CDC, the total amount of water intake is defined as the amount of water consumed from food, plain drinking water, and other beverages. The total amount of water intake varies by age and also by sex and pregnancy, and also if you're a breastfeeding mother. According to an article published by Mayo Clinic in 2020, about 15.5 cups of water is recommended for an adult male to take daily. That is about 3.7 liters. And for female, it is recommended for us to drink 11.5 cups of water a day. That is a total of 2.7 liters of fluid. That means the fluid should include food that we get, that's hydrated food, and also other beverages and plain water and coffee and tea. How to consume water and what food and beverages to include in our diet. So in order we consume water in different ways. We drink water from food and from different beverages like tea and coffee. Water hydrated food include watermelon. Watermelon actually makes 92% of water. Strawberries also contain water. We have cucumbers, peaches, oranges, lettuce, and we have foods like broth and soup and zucchini, and plain yogurt contains water as well. In an article written by Sarah Jarvis, alcohol is not considered as fluid, is not considered as a hydrated fluid because it acts as a diuretic. That means it instead makes the body to be dehydrated than hydrated. We can also get water from non-alcoholic beverages like fruits and coffee and tea. The effect of water, the effect of not consuming enough water in the body. So basically, if we do not drink enough water in the body, things begin to go different ways. Water, we cannot overemphasize the importance of water in the human body. Insufficient water intake can cause dehydration that can affect the body in different ways. If we do not consume enough water, we start feeling low in energy and we feel so tired. In an article written by Asodera Bamun in 2022, um, if we don't drink enough water, we may experience mental fog. We also may experience lack of water can make us feel dehydrated, can make our brain feel dehydrated. As I had earlier mentioned, the brain contains about 80% of water. So imagine you not drinking water. I think it's gonna make your brain dehydrated and dry, making you making you unable to concentrate and causing mental fog. Insufficient intake of water also puts you at risk of stroke, makes your metabolism to be slow. It also increases the rate at which you eat. That is, you feel hungry because your body senses your body is thirsty, making you to eat more. Also, it makes the skin to be damaged. Move further, we're going to talk how population beverage choices influence the function of water in our body. Today, most of us consume energy drinks. We also consume sport drinks and all that sort. So, according to the CDC, in an article reading in 2022, the consumption of healthy beverage choices has influenced the function of water in so many ways. In this article they included that some healthy drink beverage choices include plain coffee without cream, plain tea, sparkling water, and they also went further to mention that some flavored waters and fruits and vegetable juice contain important nutrients that the body needs, like potassium and vitamin D and calcium. Drinking water is essential also, but we want to also make sure that we avoid sugary beverages such as soda, refined fruit drinks, sport drinks, sweetened water. These all contain a lot of calories and very little nutritional value. And this also exposes us at risk of diabetes type 2, heart disease, and obesity. In conclusion, we can say water intake is very important in different ways. It is also important for us to stay hydrated. It is therefore safe to say water helps the proper functioning of the human system. It is the oil that runs the human ship. That includes the heart, the lungs, the eye, the joint, the muscle, and the internal organs. Without water, the human ship will eventually sink and all its organs die slowly. When you feel thirsty, you are already dehydrated. It is advisable to carry a bottle of water with you to remind you to drink water as often as possible. Thank you all so much for listening. I hope you learned a lot about staying hydrated and drinking water.